This was the scene, May 25th, 1977, outside Grumman's Chinese Theater in Los Angeles, the day that Star Wars opened in all of 32 theaters in the world. It's gone from that to become part of our popular culture every day, everywhere you look. Even the prequels couldn't kill it. But what struck me is that before May 25th, none of it existed. When you walked into a theater, we were all blank slates. Seeing that for the first time, you knew nothing about Death Stars or the Force, protocol droids that could speak Bocce, Emperor's penchant for blue milk, none of it. But 2 hours later, when we saw this, we were fully invested in an epic struggle fought by characters we absolutely loved in a fully formed universe that still resonates again and again. It could be parodied and imitated and riffed on constantly. That's the last time I'm doing that. I think the reason why Star Wars resonates so much is because this transformative experience we had in it is mirrored by what happens to the characters. Think about Han Solo. We meet him. He's an unemployed freight driver, or a freight pilot, broke, hiding out from a gangster in a dive bar during the day. Later that same day, and think about it, Star Wars mostly takes place in one day, he is a decorated war veteran, richly rewarded, and he's pretty sure he's got a shot with a princess. When we meet Luke Skywalker, he has just one really big problem that he's obsessed with. I love that. Okay. A day later, his aunt and uncle are dead. He's met a Jedi Master, learned the ways of the Force, watched his master die, joined the rebellion, blown up the most powerful weapon in the galaxy, seriously pissed off Darth Vader, and he thinks he's got a shot with a princess. Spoiler alert, it's your sister, dude. Now, I had to wait a long time to see Star Wars. It didn't open in my hometown of Sarnia until July 15th. When you think about how summers went when you were in grade school, that's a long time. The reason why is because it wasn't supposed to be the big hit of 1977 from 20th Century Fox in the sci-fi department. This was Damnation Alley. Now, don't feel bad if you didn't collect the action figures. I know the Jackie Earle Haley one is really hard to get, or you didn't go to the conventions, or you didn't see the prequels, because none of them happened. Okay, so one thing I did find out is, even though Star Wars wasn't going to open for months, there was a novelization. When I found that, I got my hands on it as quickly as I possibly could. And reading the opening description of the space battle, and particularly the Imperial Star Destroyer, this is the kind of ship I imagined, because that's what spaceships looked like on the TV shows I watched every Saturday afternoon. So you can imagine my reaction when this is what I saw. Whenever someone says nothing can surpass the imagination of a 12-year-old boy, all I can think is, oh, yes it can. In fact, this is what I looked like. There's a term for this face. It's called the holy shit face. Looking back on the opening of Star Wars later on, years later, what I really was amazed by about it is that it's spectacular without being too spectacular. I subsequently learned that George Lucas had a number of rules that he subsequently forgot. One of which was, if special effects are 90% of your budget, they should be 10% of the screen time. Everything should look lived in, and everything, even pieces of plastic and metal that have numbers and letters for names, should have character. So I was so overwhelmed walking out of that theater in 1977, I wanted to turn around and go right back in. I just couldn't process it all. Now, I didn't think I wanted to be Luke Skywalker. I knew I could never have a shot at being as cool as Han Solo. But who couldn't think and dream about having a shot with that princess? Now I'm going to do a quick audience participation round. Ship on the left, what's it called? What's TIE stand for? Got it. Creature on the right. Wampa. There's a point to this. Got two more. Creature on the left. You got bonus points. Anyone know the particular name of that one? But well done. Creature, vehicle on the right. What's it called? What's that stand for? You got it, all-terrain armored transport. The point there, none of those names are ever said in any of the movies.